Hello everyone, my name is Andrea Banda and I am the one who has been posting behind EPT Blog 101 from Instagram. I am so excited to share with you my insight on what everything happened while I was posting these posts. So as you can see, this is my Instagram blog. Those are my posts down there. Okay, so far what I learned. So I want to share with you guys a little bit of the pros and cons of social media. Social media on changing my rhetorical reading skills. Okay, so pros are it gave me a new perspective on social media. It completely changed it. I can tell you why. And it is because I didn't think that social media could be anything more than just gossip. To be honest, it could be used as something to learn off of if you're following the correct people. And this is because if you follow the news, then you are current with the events. You're up to date with all the events that are happening around the world, as well as knowing how people think, Democratic, liberals, all of that, Republicans. So it really gave me a new perspective on social media, and it could be used for the good. Social media can also help you get more knowledge, like I was sharing with you guys. You get to know a little bit more of what Republicans think, of what Democrats think, of why I don't know. Like for example, I follow the media, like the news, Fox News, and I got a post about when the shooting happened in Florida. I believe it was, yeah, I believe it was in Florida. So it helped me really know what happened and what the guy was thinking and all of that. It also made me want to keep on writing. I know I have a hard time in just like in Word starting like just a thought, but in social media it was so easy for me to just get fluent and just keep on talking and just wanted to share my point across. Okay, so the cons would be that it did get me a little distracted, to be honest. I did follow as well as like some TV shows and stuff like that. So I did get distracted more than I should have, and that's probably what caused my second con, which was I got to sleep later than I was used to or was supposed to. I usually slept like around 11 latest 11:30, and then with this I ended up sleeping like 1 in the morning. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to share with you guys how social media's effect on rhetorical reading skills. Um, like I was telling you guys, it did give me more knowledge um, on current events because of the people that I was following. So I suggest you do that if you want to know more and have more thinking, give you more knowledge of everybody's thought, not sticking only to yours. It also made it easier to understand by the pictures that they posted, and I can show you that right now in the next slide. I know people are like, social media is going to change your grammar, but that's not true. It did not happen to me, to be honest. I didn't have a hard time writing um, the correct grammar. It was really easy. Also, it helped me get more personal and open. I'm not saying that you have to be personal and everyone has to know your personal life, but it did make me think on what I thought on the topic. Before, okay, Valentine's, I guess you can say from this post that I posted right there in the bottom, Valentine's, it made me think exactly what I thought about that, and it made me want to share it. Okay, and it made reading more interesting. That is true. I was really excited to read what they were sharing, because right here I can show you guys in these posts. You would click on it and then it would take you to a whole new news page where they would talk about that quote and explain the whole background on it. And I love how they have pictures because it helps you understand who was the one saying it. And here I have a picture where I just wanted to keep on writing and writing, and you can see all of that I wrote. just because I wanted to share what I thought. I also try to end it with questions. That way people can comment and share what they thought, and they could debate as well. I have no problem with that. Okay, so the skills needed to read academic materials. First of all, you need to know the topic. Why? Because if you don't know the topic, then you're not going to know what the rest of the paragraphs and the rest of the paper is about. You need to have a little bit of knowledge of that topic, and if not, then you need to go with a mentality, like right here it says, go with a mentality to learn something, because you will get something out of it. We know we're not all pros and we know everything, but you sort of just have to know the topic. If they're talking about pregnancy, then you sort of have to know a little bit of what goes on about pregnancy. That way you can understand the whole topic. You have to understand their point of view. If they're talking about, if it's a debate between Republicans and Democrats, then you have to sort of understand what they stand for. That way when they're fighting on the stand, then you know why they're fighting that. You also have to, go in detail, go above and beyond from summarizing. It's not just summarizing just one paragraph, but go in detail to what every word means, every sentence means, and that's that material. That way you can completely understand it. I already read mentality learned. There's also, you guys, there's no pictures in any academic materials, like in any journal reviews or anything, peer review journals or anything like that. So you do have to think outside the box from what you know, so you can picture that. You also have to know where the author stands. That way you don't feel lost during the text. If you don't know he's a Republican and then he starts talking and then you're like, oh my gosh, what is he doing? Well, then you need to know his standpoint. That way you understand the whole picture. Okay, so this whole social media did change my perspective completely, like I was telling you guys earlier. It really did have an impact on the reading process of this, because now that there are no pictures, I can have a mentality, I can picture it in my head, because I already know the topic. Why do I know the topic? Because in social media, it tells you about the topic. It makes you know things that you didn't know before. Okay, so it helped you know more. Like I said it there. It did help me know more with, but that only happens if you follow the correct people. Like I was telling you guys, I followed the news. I followed some important people to share the news and all of that. That way, I get to know what's going on. And you can, like I told you guys, you can have a mental picture to help you understand that text. And it also, it made me want to not be afraid to share what I stand for. Like I said here, free to show what you stand for. So don't be afraid. Everybody has opinions, and there's no problem with sharing yours. Okay, so I also thought that it was awesome sharing ideas in social media, because I got to share it with the correct people. How? By tagging them. And it also made me think outside the box. Like I was telling you guys, having social media, it gets you out of your comfort zone. That's what I'm trying to get across. And if you just go by just going into Word and typing your idea, then you're sort of inside the box. So with social media, it helps you get outside the box. Okay, so this is going to be my final post, which is: social media can help an individual for the best if and only if that person uses it for knowledge rather than gossip. So we have to change our mentality of social media. It's not just for gossip of what the friends are doing and what they're talking about, or who they're following, or who they liked, whose post they liked, or how they look now. It's more about learning. Get to be creative with social media, to share your post, what you think. Don't be afraid, because that way we learn, and that's the way we learn, if by just a trial and error, you know. And there's nothing wrong with writing a post and people criticizing. Hey, it was your idea, you learned, and if you didn't want to take any comments from them, then it's fine, you know. So I think this is my final ending, because this is what I came across with the whole process and what I learned with Instagram and the blog that I did. It can help you for the best if you know how to use it by following the correct people. Thank you. I hope you liked it, and I was really nervous to share this, but if you have any comments or concerns or questions, please comment them below. I'll happily answer them as soon as I can. And thank you.